Hello and welcome. That's it. Dollar Tree. I'm going to start off with things I got to start. I got my good store that let me go through the stuff before they even put it out. So there was a total of 12 cases. One of those was Blu-ray only. And I'll tell you what I found in the Blu-ray box and the Blu-rays that were kind of mixed in with some of the DVDs. I do have quite a bit here, so I'm going to start. These were little toys that they had. I picked these up like a couple days before when I stopped in. Picked up a little Ren and Stimpy. They also have SpongeBob, Patrick, and I think Arthur. Don't know if there was any others, but I like these two characters, so I grabbed those. Now these here I'm going to start off with were things I already had, so I'm just going to show you what I found in the box. They had Fright Night 2, 2 copies of this was in the box. Bad Words, 2 copies. RoboCop 2, they had 2 copies. The Family, and these were all in the Blu-ray box. Sleuth, Paper Towns, where did I find this one? I think this one was in with the DVDs, I believe, was Yoga Hosers. 1 copy. That's all there was of this. Everything else I already showed was 2 copies of each. This one here, there was only 1 copy. But I'm going to show you what I already had it, but I picked it up anyway. It was Pink Panther 2. But this is my copy I already had. Blu-ray DVD version, which is that. The one I actually picked up tonight, Blu-ray only, 3-disc set. No DVD. The Blu-ray, a digital copy on a disc, but this bonus disc has 27 of the animated short cartoon. That alone, to me, was worth it. I didn't even realize it until I got home. I was picking out stuff and was like very excited that it had a bonus disc. So that alone was worth the extra $1. Now, we're still on the Blu-rays. This one here I found in the DVDs, mixed in with the DVDs. There was only one of these. It is called Upstream Color. I watched the trailer for this right before I started the video. This really looks pretty good. They only had 1 Blu-ray and 1 DVD. So if you're looking for that, that's going to be a hard one to find. This little bit of paper is not easy to get off. There we go. But this looks like this might be a really good movie. I think it was 86% on Rotten Tomato. Siskel and Ebert was 3 out of 4. And 6.7 out of 10 on, or 6.8 something on some other review. But Blu-ray and a DVD, I actually like that. It's a nice little thing. But this was only 1 Blu-ray, 1 DVD. So you definitely want to try to find that. Hit your store up early. And this recording is on Tuesday the 17th. And this is the day that I did pick these up. This one here, I've only seen 2 other videos out beforehand, and they did show this. There was only 3 copies of this one total throughout the store. Random through the DVD boxes was Man on Earth, 2-disc set. I did buy pretty much, actually I did buy everything on Blu-ray. I bought quite a bit. They also had Red vs. Blue, season 10 on Blu-ray. They also had this on DVD. This was in the DVD boxes, not in the Blu-ray box. Only 1 copy of this on DVD. I think they had maybe 2 to 4 on DVD. Only 1. This one here, this looks really good. I'm really wanting to see this one. This was only 1 copy in the Blu-ray box. Evidence. Your bill from True Blood. It's like a nice, probably a serial killer movie. Just 1 disc. RLJ Studios. One of those. I've seen people get this one. The 2, or at least they showed this. Shockwave. This was in the DVD boxes. There was only 2 of these. They also had DVD. The Samaritan, 2 copies only in the Blu-ray box. I already had this on DVD, but now I've upgraded. Or I'll make it a combo. Kickboxer Vengeance, 2 copies in the Blu-ray box. IT, Your Life Is Not Secure, Pierce Brosnan, 2 copies, Blu-ray box. Extended cut of The Campaign, 2 copies, Blu-ray box. Here we have Air Show Extreme, The Sky's the Limit, 3-disc set, only 2 copies in the Blu-ray box. This should be a pretty nice watch air shows. This here, double feature, The Colony and Stranded. 2 copies only in the Blu-ray box. The nice thing is, 2 separate discs. This one here was also 2 copies only in the Blu-ray box, The Young Messiah. The last Blu-ray as well, only in the Blu-ray box and only 2 copies. Ocean Odyssey, The Blue Realm, 3-disc set. Now on to the DVDs. I have 3 boxes of DVDs. Out of those 12, 3 of the boxes I took were DVDs, 1 was all Blu-ray. So I took 4 out of their 12. I'll start with this. I didn't unwrap any of the DVDs yet. I wanted to hurry up and just get this video out, so I'd only done the Blu-rays. It was Justice League Comic Clash. They had probably at least 4 copies of this throughout the boxes. Fast as Hell 3-movie collection, The Junkman, Deadline Auto Thief, Gone in 60 Seconds 2, part of the Mill Creek set here. There was at least 2 to 4 copies of this as well. Ernest Movies Collection, Ernest in the Army, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Hey Vern, It's My Family album. There were 2 copies of this. One of these boxes was destroyed, so there was a couple discs obviously already missing when I started to go through the box. And there was one movie that I wanted to get. It was a 4-pack of Russian films. Both of those were destroyed, so I'll be on the hunt for that one. I think there was only 1 copy of this. Is Tori Spelling, Mother May I, Sleep with Danger, double feature. The original true crime classic and the horror reimagining with James Franco. Don't know anything about this, but there was quite a few good titles out there. The Walk, The Triumphant True Story. I don't remember if there was 1 or 2 copies of this that I've seen. I have to check and see if I get me a digital copy in there with that. 10 by 10. Luke Evans, Kelly Riley. Some Secrets You Can't Escape. I really like Luke Evans. After seeing him in The Hobbit and Dracula Untold, I really enjoy his acting. There was at least 2 copies, maybe up to 4. Boone the Bounty Hunter. I think there was only 2 of these. Got Kevin Sorbo in it. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time at the store. I was there for probably about an hour waiting for somebody to talk. I was shopping around, but I spent at least 2-3 hours in there. This one here, there was only 1 copy. 4-barrel combo, Locked and Loaded. Steven Seagal, Attack Force. What was the other one here? Can't even see all the names. Well, the next movie is The Point, then The Hunt for Eagle 1, and Walking Tall with Kevin Sorbo. 4-movie collection again. I saw 1 of these. Marco Polo. I think there might have been 1 or 2 of these. I don't really remember. Staring at these boxes for a while and then having to double check anything that I double dipped on or already had. I had to keep trying to nitpick through. Forced to Fight, Win or Die Fighting. Gary Daniels, Peter Weller. There's probably at least 2 copies of this one out there. And now I've only been to the 1 store today. All the stores that I have previously gone to earlier through the weekend did not have anything. Everything out front right now is all Halloween themed stuff. But luckily for me, this one here was on the cart and I got to go through them. There was only 1 copy of this. My Big Fat Greek Life, the complete series. Another Mill Creek. Almost halfway done with the first box. Make Every Day Valentine's Day. Got a really big cast in this. Digital copy as well. If you haven't checked that out later. I think there was only one copy of that. Can't hold me to it. I'm not sure. This here, I only found one copy of this one here. It was the Con Man. Pretty much grabbed it once I saw Mark Hamill was in there and Ving Rhames, James Caan. A little big title name. Like. Let's see. This one here, there was only one copy of this. I'm really excited to have this, even though it's on DVD. I'm not gonna be that picky. Is Mayhem, Steven Yeun from Walking Dead. Been wanting to see this. This here was something else I want, but I was looking to pick this up on Blu-ray, but another Mill Creek title is Frankenstein, the complete mini-series event. I did see somebody else pick this up in their video. So I was already prepared to look for that one in my hunt. This one here, I've been looking at this on Hamilton Book. I've just kind of been interested in this, and there was only one copy of this, so I was glad I actually get to pick it up for $1. Is a street cat named Bob. Don't know why, just seems like something I'd want to watch. Like cats. I believe this was only one copy of this one in there as well. Postcards from the Edge. Meryl Streep, Shirley MacLaine, and Dennis Quaid. Let's see where we're at. One copy as well. Very excited to get this. I like these miniseries. The epic miniseries event with Patrick Stewart, Moby Dick. Another Mill Creek. There seems to be a lot of Mill Creek in this batch of titles. This one here, I also saw on someone else's video, is Monster Movie Mix, Alien Threat, 12 films. I'll go ahead and open this one up because, as he pointed out in his, it doesn't tell you anything. But for $1, we get 12 movies. Let's see if we get a little info on that. One disc. That's a big bummer. I could at least put it on 2. We have Night of the Blood Beast, The Alien Factor, The Amazing Transparent Man, The Return of Andrew Bentley, Flash Gordon, Planet of Death, Test Flight, Man with a Watch, Rocky Jones Escape into Space, Sneak Attack, Curtain Call, Let It Rain, and Dark Stranger. Quality's not going to be too good crammed all on there. But they're actually not very long. The first title is 63 minutes. The second one looks like it says 80 minutes. Then the third one is 57 minutes, 50 minutes, 26 minutes, 23 minutes, 30 minutes, 26 minutes, 23 minutes, 26 minutes, 29 minutes, and 26 minutes. So a lot of half hour. At least there's a couple full-length things in there. I was happy to find this because I needed this one for my set. I only saw one of these, which is Digimon Volume 2. They also had Volume 1, so now I have 1 through 3. I don't know really how far that was. They also had quite a bit of the Flatteron films. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but run across a couple more of those through my picks through here. I don't remember who. Oh, I think Cool Dude had pointed this one out. There was only one copy of this one, so I grabbed it. A bunch of munches. I don't know, the complete series, some children's thing. This would be good for my nieces and nephew, something for them to watch. And only one copy out of technically 11 boxes of DVDs. There was only one copy of this one here as well. Double feature, Loose Cannons and Another You. Classic films. Since it's Mill Creek, one disc guaranteed. Almost done with the first box here. Try it. Spread this out. I got a lot of cataloging to do. Spreading Darkness. Eric Roberts, John Savage, Dominique Swain, James Duval. I did see at least 2 copies of this. Might have been more. This one here I was happy to find. There was only one copy of this. This now completes from, I do believe it was last haul or the one before, was Back to the Future, the animated series 1. So now 1 and 2 make it complete. There was only one of these. Not as much as 2 on the last haul. I had quite a bit for that. So I was glad to get that completed out. One of these as well, Roseanne Tricks and Treats. 8 episodes of Halloween titles from the Roseanne show. One copy. Next box. Let's get in there. What we got? And I was very excited for quite a bit of titles. This one here, 2 copies. Extinction, Jurassic Predators. My brother says my nephew likes dinosaurs, so I don't know if he'll be watching this anytime soon, but I picked them up, the other copy. This one here, 2 copies. Cheech and Chong's animated movie. How cool is this? I've never even seen this. I'm looking forward to watching some old Cheech and Chong. But as I said, there were only 2 copies of this out of all the boxes. So I'm trying to do my best of remembering, especially when they're really kind of rare. This one here is another Cinderella story. Selena Gomez, Drew Seeley. There might have been 4 of these. I know there was at least 2 or 3. There could have been 4 of these. No, I picked up an extra one for my brother's kids. There were 2 copies of this. I don't remember if there was really any more. Checkpoint. Kenny Johnson, Bill Goldberg, and William Forsythe. Run, Hide, or Fight. An action film. I believe it was only 2 of these as well. The Wonder Years, Season 1. Enjoy me some Fred Savage. Let's see here. Plus, Season 1 includes all the songs as they were featured in the original broadcast, with classics by Jimi Hendrix, The Byrds, Joni Mitchell, The Monkees, Steppenwolf, and Smokey Robinson, plus Joe Cocker's unforgettable rendition of the Beatles, With a Little Help from My Friends. Oh my God, this was not Mill Creek title. Star Vista. Very surprised there. I thought that was a Mill Creek one. So many boxes. There was only 2 of these. I believe Cool Dude pointed this out. Yeah, Cool Dude pointed this out. Was Aliens Ate My Homework. Or William Shatner. DVD and digital copy here. So I grab both those copies, one for myself and my brother's kids. This one, I think there was only 2 copies of this. 7 Guardians of the Tomb. Lee Bingbing, Kelly Lutz, and Kelsey Grammer. With the slip sleeve on there. Got to work that sticker off there first to get that off. Dare. There was 2 to 4. Most the titles seem to be at least probably 4, unless they were more scarce. I definitely want to see what some of the other stores might have been getting since the hunt starting. 2 copies of this. Beautiful Planet. France and Italy, Spain and Portugal. Journey Around the Globe. Mill Creek. Should be enjoyable to see. Much cheaper than traveling there. There was at least 4 of these, I know. Was Her. River Phoenix. Or, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix. Or Jackman. Yeah, Joaquin. It looks a little different there with a mustache. Heard this was supposed to be pretty good. Oh, so much stuff here. 4 copies of this I've seen. Best of Dragnet, 15 episodes over 6 hours. The classic. RLJ Image. Looking forward to seeing some of this. I love these old films. Then, as I said earlier, there was only 1 Blu-ray of this. There were 2 copies of DVD. Yoga Hosers, Kevin Smith. So now I'll add the DVD to my collection of my DVDs that I have. I have so much of Kevin Smith. I have everything like pretty much on Blu-ray, DVD, and what was available at the time on Laserdisc. And then I have some promotional stuff on VHS. It's a good movie. I mean, it's kind of corny at times, but it's fun. This one here, there were only 2 copies. Don't know anything about this movie, but I love looking at this cover, and I'm really interested in watching this. Instant Death, Lou Ferrigno. Looks like he's going to be a badass in this. But as I said, 2 copies only. Two copies only. Just Getting Started. There are some of these that I actually do remember that there were only 2 or 1. This here, 2 copies only from IFC. Raise. Girl Fight. Like trying to find some IFC Magnet titles along with the other one. 2 copies of this. And none of these were, a couple of these that were only 2 weren't even in the same box together, so they were around. I think the other guy I watched his video, he had picked this up, was Garlic and Gunpowder. And he did mention, this does remind me cover-wise of the Sushi Girl, the artwork style from the last haul, which I did watch. Sushi Girl was really good. Very, very good movie. If you had a chance of picking that one up. This I was really happy about because now this completes my set of Batman Unlimited Monster Mayhem original movie. So this was the last one I needed to complete the DVD set. They only released 2 out of the 3 on Blu-ray, so maybe I won't upgrade. I'm not sure. But at least now I have it complete, and I paid $1 for each. And I did do a trade with one and got the special little bat in the box. So I was very thankful for that. Now we have Tom and Jerry Tales. This is volume 6. I only found 2 different volumes. There were, I think there was at least 4 copies of these Tom and Jerry ones out. But because reading the side, I thought it was the same title, which I'll pull that one out here. Because when I was looking at it, I was grabbing them by 2 so my nieces and nephews could have them. This is volume 3. So if you're just looking at the title, reading it, and grabbing, be aware that there's volumes. So the artwork, at least give it away. And then we have here, I know there was at least three copies of this because I ended up putting one back. I thought I had grabbed too many. Scooby-Doo Chill Out. I like really getting to build up this Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, animated DC for $1. This is some of the good stuff. I do believe there was only 2 copies of this. The Flintstones and Stone Age Smackdown. I know I saw this posted in someone's video. I just don't recall who did it. I don't think there was more than 2 of these. Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire. So this was different than the other vampire one. I had to check my thing because I knew I had a vampire title. Now this one I'm happy about getting, but if you want it, there's only one out there. I double checked to see if there were even more of this because I wanted to grab another one. With Scooby-Doo, Mask of the Blue Falcon. Really excited about seeing this. Love the Blue Falcon. Dino Mutt. One copy only. But I will be on the hunt to try to find another one. Just to have an extra. There were 4 copies of this. Fear.com in the snap case. I believe this was the only title that even came in that case. Nothing else. Everything else was the regular case. This one here, there were at least 4 copies of this one. This one looks like it might be really fun. The Night of the White Pants. Spending so much time in there, I really didn't research anything. I just wanted to make sure I grabbed whatever they had, like 1 copy of each, if it looked good or was at least something I didn't have. So I had to just make sure I didn't have it. This becomes such a chore. I'm just glad I have an app that tells me whether I have them or not. There were only 2 copies of this one. This should be entertaining. I'm not sure how many seasons there were of this. I didn't look it up, but this is season 1, so we're already aware of that. Mike Tyson Mysteries, uncensored, animated. This should be interesting. I mean, if any of you have seen anything or know anything about any of these titles I've been showing, you know, please let me know. Because it's not like I'm going to get to a lot of these anytime soon. But there were only 2 of these, and I thought this was definitely something to throw in my collection. Here we go again. Heard this wasn't that great, but I really don't care because I really like Felicia Day, and this is another Flaterion is Dragon Age Redemption. I was looking to pick this up before on which one was that? Man, I'm drawing a blank on that website. Haven't been on it in a while. They always update on Thursday. It's part of the horror pack. I just don't remember what their other thing was. But I was looking to pick this up before, and I missed out. But for $1, I'll watch. Because I enjoy Felicia Day, especially with her the guild she did. There were 4 copies only of this. So I did grab all 4, didn't I? Now I can't remember if I grabbed all 4 or just 3. I had heard about this, and I've been really kind of interested in this. Bat Kid Begins. This is I believe a documentary where this kid got to be Batman for the day. Should be really good. You can tell I saw the little logo and I was like, oh, Bat Kid, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think I've heard of this. So 4 copies only of this one. There were at least 3 copies of this. It was a double feature, What a Girl Wants and Chasing Liberty. Oh my God. Just notice this is all trashed up right here. That's the harder part. Trying to pay attention to every piece that you grab. This I was really excited about grabbing. There were only 4 copies. I grabbed 2. Then I turned around and grabbed another one. When I found them, the 2 were together, and I grabbed them. Then I grabbed the other 2 and put one of the other ones back for the fact that I got a slip sleeve Wolf Cop. I've been wanting to see this. I know Walmart has had like Wolf Cop 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. I don't think they were asking very much for it, but this is one of those odd films I've been really kind of wanting to see. Half man, half wolf, all cop from Imagine. I don't know. It could be just the way it looks. It just kind of got me all excited. I wanted it. 2 boxes down, 1 box left to go. So we got another 30 titles because the boxes I got are all hold 30s. I've seen this. I almost thought I had it, but I checked, did not have it. Inherent Vice. Might have just seen it on Hamilton Book or something, because that cover just, I've seen the cover. Oh, it rang some bells. We got There's Nothing Remotely Like Inherent Vice. The comic noir to end all noirs. Lie back and go with the flow. I think there was maybe 4 copies of this. Give you guys a fighting chance to get some of these things. Scoot, so I can get to the last box. There were only 2 copies of this one. This one here I grabbed because the case caught my eye. It is Curious George Halloween Boo Fest. It's in an orange case. So I grabbed this for my niece's nephew. I had only 2 copies, but I decided I didn't need 2 copies. I don't need to get it just for that orange case. Try to have some control. I believe there were 4 copies of this. Richard the Lionheart Rebellion. Got a lot of winter awards here in different festivals. A whole lot. Curious about this one. The Suspect. I know there were at least 2 of this. It might have been up to 4. The Wrong Man, A Perfect Crime. I mean, there were a few titles I did not pick up on DVD, just because they kind of didn't interest me, or they were from past runs that I already had. The Beast. I believe there was only 1 of these. Might have been 2. I don't recall seeing any of this one. A little war movie. No film this side of Platoon has been more bold and inflicting. One day I'll find out. There were 4 copies of this one. The Summoning. Back into the horror. At least I would assume this was a horror film. That's all the other bodies kind of coming down. Maybe 2 copies. Can't recall really, or this might have been just a 1 copy. Danny Glover and William McNamara. Day of the Mummy. Give me some mummy movies there. RLJ, so they're putting a lot of stuff out in this hall. Another slipcover here. The Rendivius. Treasures, guns, rocket launchers, camels. I'm hoping that everybody has a lot of fun hunting, and I hope I give you a lot of things to see here that you can possibly be finding. The Perfect Day. I think there was only 1 or 2 of this one as well. A film by 9/11 survivors and U.S. Navy SEALs. Be interesting to see. Never Let Go. If you like Taken, you'll love this. They've taken from the wrong mother. I guess this is Taken on the female side. Now I'm more curious about watching this one. There. Despite the Falling Snow. I don't even remember looking at this when I grabbed it. So I have no clue how many of these there were. Might have been only 1. This one here is quite heavy, so I'm gonna have to open this. Oh, you got bone on you too. Here's called The Company. Chris O'Donnell, Alfred Molina, and Michael Keaton. Hey, what are you doing with my stuff? Hey, hey, hey! Not paying attention, the dog's getting my little toys. Move them up here where they're safe. Bad, Sookie. Go on. You got your own toys. Now back to this. Oh, right. 2-disc set. Now we know why it was so heavy. Leave that paper alone. Pretty good cast. Interested in this. Engaging from start to finish. I don't really recall how many of that one there. Might have been 1. Said some of these titles they had that were really on the low end. This one here, I believe I saw someone else grab, and I'm pretty sure there was only 1, maybe 2 of these. Is The Town That Dreaded Sundown, a horror flick. RLJ again. One of these, pretty sure, Afternoon Delight, The Cure for the Common Marriage. Speaking of marriage, I got married on the 5th of September. Let's see what else. Now this one here, I've seen this cover so many times. I was sure I had it, but I didn't. So, called The Odyssey, epic miniseries. Again, miniseries. There's a lot of miniseries or television shows. And some of this, another Mill Creek one. I believe there's only one of these. Gardens of Stone from Francis Coppola. Mill Creek again. Two to four of these. Age of Kill. 6 targets in 6 hours or London Burns. All about some action. One copy of this, or else I would have bought an extra one because it was a magnet title. Ingenious, awesome monster movie. Splinter, the year's best beast. 6 Screamfest Awards Best Picture. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching this one pretty soon. Set all up for Halloween. Watching movies. But yeah, 1. So I don't mind picking up some extra stuff so I know I can have stuff for trading. I believe this was only one of these as well. Who We Are Now. The main reason, well, let's see, who else is in this? Julian Nicholson, Zachary Quinto was the only, because he was on the cover, so I said I wanted it because I like him as an actor. Jess Wexler, Jason Biggs, he's good. Leah Thompson, Jimmy Smits, and Emma Roberts. Beautiful film about a sacrifice and redemption. I said I believe I only saw one of these. Big writing, so kind of easy to spot. Two to four on this one. Let's see. The Layover. Looks like it'd be a fun movie. Comedy. Misters Before Sisters. That should be interesting. One of these. Did not see any more. Pretty Bad Actresses. A washed up child star, lonely assistant, a hack agent, a fan club president. All the makings of a killer comeback. Looks like, let's see, I've seen her. Heather McComb, Danny Woodburn, Julianne Bell, Chris Owen with John Hensley. This looks like the guy from Seinfeld here, and I know I've seen her something. Names are not familiar to me, but one copy of this. There. There was at least two of this. Don't recall if there were more. Genesis. Olivia Grant, Warren Brown, John Hannah. Creative to save us, elevated to erase us. I think it might be like a sci-fi. Oh, all this space. One one copy of this was SWAT. Samuel Jackson, Colin Farrell, Michelle Rodriguez, and LL Cool J. I have not seen this, so I'm wanting this. And good cast. Once again, it was only one of those. Only one of these as well. About Last Night, Kevin Hart, Regina Hall, with a digital copy. We're almost done with my last box. I only found one of these. Was Life. I believe Cool Duder pointed this out in his video. I think where he was at, I saw at least 2 copies of that. Or at least, I think I did. Got here, one of these, I believe. I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. We got down to the last couple. The Summit. Who was this? Forgot what the guy's name was. Where's he at? James Purefoy from The Following. It's all blurry. Recognize him. Mill Creek. So there was a lot of Mill Creek in this. There was a couple of copies of this. 6 Days, inspired by true events. 26 hostages, 6 days, 1 shot at rescue. All right, rounding out to an hour for this. How nice. 1 copy of this. This seems familiar, but I have not seen it. St. Trinian's Bad School for Bad Girls. Got a good cast in there. Russell Brand, Rupert Everett, Colin Firth. I don't know the other 2 in there. And the last title, which I already had, but I wanted to pick up this for my brother. Some classic old movies here. 5-movie Freak Fest. Killers from Space, Destroy All Planets, Sound of Horror, Attack of the Monsters, and Monsters from a Prehistoric Planet. A 5-pack for $1. I think they had another. There was only 2 of these. And that's all. Quite a bit. We're talking about 3 full boxes, almost 100 titles. When I grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Blu-rays. I know people are saying it's short, but I guess you got to get there quick. That was just 14 new ones for myself, with the added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more Blu-rays. So we're talking about 22, somewhere around there. 14, 22. So there's at least 22 Blu-rays available to hunt for. Some harder than the others, but start running out there. You're not going to have any time tonight to do it because they're all closing by 10. It's 9:30 right now. By the time I get this posted, Gotta be closer to 10. So hopefully you're already out looking. If not, start hitting tomorrow, because the store that I did to do today, I asked the gentleman a few days earlier, and he was saying come back on Wednesday, so I went back on Tuesday, and glad I did, because it's the last haul. I didn't get there beforehand and everything was already in the bins, so I got a nice pick. I am very happy with what I have, and I can't wait to see what other tiles I can find and hear what anybody else has been picking up or looking for. Thanks. If you haven't liked, subscribe. I appreciate it, and happy hunting.